Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. No preference. I just jumped on so that I'm hopefully not too late today. I'm going to try to stay up on the comments and get my clock review here. Oh, I have 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute before 4:20. So let's see. Where's my bowl? There it is. I see. I have it half packed, ready to go. There we go. I'm on time. No music yet. Excuse me. Nice. And hey, here's a big old shout out to anybody still working. If you're listening and you're working, shout out to you. Okay, right here to YouTube. Let's start out chill. This was really pretty scenery too, I think. And now wait a second. This is what was happening. That is what I want to do. And then when I come over here, there we go. This can be full screen on my window, not the whole screen. No, wait. What the hell? How does that work? I did something to my whole entire setup here. Ay. Here we go. You guys, how's it going? Microsoft Edge, 8 hours. We don't want deep sleep music, though. Actually, you know what I want? I want today, I'm feeling like swing. It's upbeat, it's lively, and it makes me happy. Quick little comment here. Let me skip ads. Theater mode. Let's do that. There we go. Now if I come over here and share. Oh, I'm not connected. I'm like, wait, I can't hear anything. It's here somewhere. I know what you think. I want you now. Maybe I have it on wrong. I feel it in my skin. No. I had it on right. There we go. See, isn't this happy music? Happy 420, y'all. Is it? It's 4:23. I'm now 3 minutes late. I was early. I was ready. See, and my light's still all messed up. It's just too crazy. Like, it gets really washed out sometimes, so I wonder if I could just bring it down. Maybe it's not that one at all. Here, let me try something. Yeah, see, that darkens the whole underside. I look like I'm in the shadows. Nah. Also, I can switch camera angles. It'd be fun for a minute. Let's see. Oh, it's not on. That's fine. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. That's right. I was gonna roll a joint. I was gonna do some basic joint rolling instruction, and I need to procure a dollar bill so that I can use it as an example. But my bag's not in here. It's in the other room. All right, I'm just getting set up so that I can do that efficiently. I set up for something totally different, but I totally forgot that I promised beautiful people a joint rolling lesson. So I'm cleaning my little camera space right here of all the little bits of clutter, like my poker sticks that I don't put back in the bin. I just leave them laying on the table. I gotta make it look like I'm a little less of a slob than I actually am. This is a tightening screw, and I don't know which piece it goes to. Anyway. All right, I brought papers in here with me. I know I did. That's crazy. There's nothing sitting here, so I've got some material, some cannabis. Let me get some, here's some papers right here. That's where I put them. And I'm going to grab a little plate. And then I will switch to the other view. Let's see how that's going to look. I'm pointing down there. I think it's going to have to be I'm going to see what this looks like. So if I do it right here, I can show you. Yeah, I think this will work. Alright, so I'm going to get a little plate for right here. It'll make it easier to see. Get my cap for my soda, because I have a bottle of soda up here that's going to get warm. And edit this this really quick. Get it?
Public enemy number 3, 10 years ago, was released today from the federal penitentiary after serving 11 years of a 10-to-life sentence. To this day, the $250,000 in gold bullion involved in the original crime has not been recovered. Police officials doubt the gold can be recovered, pointing out that should the gold be found by Pappas, the insurance company would have the first claim. $250,000 in gold, and this guy used to be a pilot. Hey, I'd sure like to meet this guy.
All right, second. All right.
Look, I got something big on tap now.
Oh, I forgot the dollar.
Who am I
Hold on.
telling you about Victor Pappas? Guy used to be my partner.
You mean the gentleman who was serving his time in the federal penitentiary?
Was serving time, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Sorry. Anyway, he got out today. Throwing a little party for him tomorrow night.
So?
So he's got $250,000 hidden away. I'm the boy that's gonna find out where.
$250,000?
All right, I got a dollar. I forgot. Let's see about some lighting. That's nice. Okay. All you really need to roll is papers and your material. Let's see what I have in here first. That's enough to roll a joint. It's just about enough to roll. You should roll a nice joint. Okay. So you need your plant material. And you need papers. These papers were given to me by Move Dispensary at the Cannabis. So we're gonna use those. Yeah. Anyway, so you take your paper out. When you have a paper, it comes out usually folded, right? If you're buying papers, you want like a 1.25, right? I like the slims. I don't like a lot of extra paper, and I like a thin paper. This is a natural, all organic hemp paper. You can get bamboo, you can get rice paper, you can get regular paper. They're fairly inexpensive at the convenience store usually. I take a dollar bill and use it as a rolling machine, and I'll show you how to do that. This is the poor man's rolling machine. If you only have a dollar, you have a rolling machine. So I'm actually going to bring the sound down a little bit more, and in my own ears as well. That's why. Okay, that's better. All right. So, what we have, I'm going to start first of all. If you've never rolled a joint before, I'm going to start and I'm going to show you with a dollar bill. Okay, that way, let's see. All right, so I have enough. All right, so that way, if you've never done this before, it's a really easy way to start. Okay, so all you do, and here, let me. I'll be able to see if anybody wants to chat. Let me turn off the chat for a minute. If anybody comes into chat, I will take a minute to answer questions after. I don't want to keep looking up the chat. I don't have to worry about it for a minute. All right, just get a plate. This is just a dinner plate. This is no big deal, right? All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna take this dollar bill and I'm gonna hold it sideways. It doesn't matter. You can do it this way, right? But I'm gonna hold it so that it's long up and down in my hands, not long side to side. And what's gonna happen, so you know, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some cannabis down here in the loop in the fold, but it's not gonna end up being a fold, right? I'm gonna hold the paper together, and I'm gonna roll the paper back and forth, not pressing hard on the cannabis, just loosely kind of keeping it in place, right? And so when that's rolled into a cylinder shape, I'm gonna just drop this piece of paper right here behind the cannabis with the glue side facing me, right? So just slip it in there, and then all I'm gonna do, I'll straighten up the paper, right? So it's even with this, and then I'm just gonna roll that loop up, and as I roll, it'll pick up the paper and roll the paper around the cannabis, and I'll show you. So that's just a general idea of what we're gonna do. So I get a paper out first, and I have it handy, and I see that it's the shiny side of the glue up, facing me, okay? I don't want it this way. I don't want it down, right? And papers fold differently, so double check. Make sure you can see that glossy edge, right? Now I'm just going to take, and I like the 2-pinch method. I'll take a pinch here on one side. I make 2 little mountains, right? And I'll show you why. Take another pinch here, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but 2 fairly even pinches. Bigger pinches if you like more, but I'm just showing you the idea. Okay? So we do that. You've got like the 2 little piles. The reason we leave a dent in the middle is so that it's not as pregnant. It's not as fat in the middle. Okay? So what I'm going to do, carefully, just kind of hold this paper, and I'm gonna bring it together, right? So I'm kind of holding those piles, but not tight. And I'm just gonna gently roll back and forth, and I'm gonna feel it. Some of it might come out. Just toss it back in there. It's gonna start forming a shape, right? It's gonna start forming a cylinder shape, round. And when it does that, I'm gonna take my paper and I'm gonna put it right back here. Let me see. Let me bend this backwards so maybe you can see it better. I don't know if you can. I gotta look at the screen when I'm doing this. Hold on. So I'm gonna slide the paper behind the cannabis, right? And I'm gonna hold it flat again, and I'm gonna roll it up and use the bill to roll it, right? And if you get here and it doesn't catch, you might have to open and kind of tuck it in. But it should fold. You can roll it back and roll it up again. Be careful. I'm probably pressing this too tight, and it's not very much cannabis, right? It's easier if you roll a little bit fatter one. So I'm going to stick mine carefully, right? And keep rolling. You can roll it all the way to the end if you want, right? Hopefully it comes out into a nice little, you could twist the ends. It's not a very fat. I just give you the idea, right? So you have a joint, boom. And that's what I would call a pinner. Sit by myself for a minute, take a break, 10-minute break from my day, whatever I'm doing, and smoke that quick, just to kind of top off a buzz I might have, to keep it rolling, keep it going. Or if I've eaten had edibles and RSO and stuff, and I don't need that much, and I'm not feeling too bad, My dogs are barking at people outside. I'm sorry. It cannot be avoided today. We're having plumbing issues, and there are people here working, so it's going to be a little loud outside. Gotta deal with it. Sorry, guys. Anyway, that's the idea for that. I'm going to show you, and then you just stay here. Let me show you a trick too. take this edge of your papers, and that'll scrape this all back together again. You can use that in your next joint or whatever. That's sad. That's a sad little joint. That's so funny. I'm gonna light this and we'll see how it rolls, how it burns. Go over here to my camera settings and switch back over to my. I have to go in and actually switch the camera. I don't know how to make a double camera thing work with this website yet. So that's my joint. It's tiny, I know. Laugh at me, it's okay. Definitely a loner kind of thing, but actually it hits really nice. We did it. We did it, y'all. I hear you, rascal. She's so bad. I'm gonna get you. Rascal, I know somebody's out there. They're working. It's okay.
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camps, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
Cool way to put out your joint if you're ready for something else, like to show how to another way to roll a joint. I lick my finger and just touch the end where it's, you know what I mean? The moisture from where you licked your finger will slowly put it out. Don't hold it on there. Tap it like until it's out. It's out. Okay. Yes, I lick the ash. It's got minerals. It's got mineral salts in it that sometimes I'm very drawn to, and it won't hurt you. Anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera again, and I'm gonna show you how I just free roll. If that helps. Just gonna free roll. There it is. All right. Still listen to smooth sounds on YouTube. It's a copyright free. Okay, again, I'm going to start with the rolling paper. I just pull one out.
Welcome.
And get my cannabis ready. I'm going to use this one. It's the same strain, but it's just, I have a couple of different containers, different batches. That one's that. Let me look. It's the same. They should be together. Anyway, it's the same strain and just bought it at 2 different times, so I didn't finish one before I opened the other. I have this song in my Halloween list for my Halloween decorations. So I have like projectors that put videos and stuff out and all that. Oh, this is from Disney, actually, from the Haunted Mansion. So I'm just gonna drop these little scraps that fell out of the last joint. It's the same strain. Just gonna drop that bit in there. What I did was let me do that again, because I just did it without even thinking about it. That's how long I've been doing this for 25 years. So when I think of rolling a joint, I could talk about 3 different things while I'm rolling a joint. All right, so I'm going to start with the paper with the shiny side facing me again. So when I roll it, it'll be available to moisten and lick. So it'll be rolling this way. So you see the shiny part. See how it kind of reflects the light differently? That's the glue strip. So face that to yourself. And down here in the bottom, kind of fold that bottom, up a little bit, like maybe a little more than halfway. You know what I mean? So you have like a little shelf like deal, right? Now I'm going to take each end of this and I'm going to hold it with my pinched fingers like this. I'm going to come in here, right, underneath, and hold that, and where it folds, I'm just going to dent it in, right? I just made a wall, right? So this is going to be like a long skinny bucket, right? See? It becomes like a trough, right? So this kind of holds into the side, and then you have that. You're making like a dish, right? So again, I'll show you how to do that. You just hold like this, right? You just so that it's like this, right? Right? And I'm just going to put my finger underneath and hold this and go down. Did you see? I just bent it down. Popped it back out again, right? Up here, and push down, and then kind of squeeze it and fold, right? So you dent the corner paper in like that, right? So this is what it looks like. Again, if you're holding the paper with the glue facing you, the shiny part facing you, you have like a little bucket, sort of like a little box, long thin box right here. This wall over here, and this wall over here, and then this and this. So it's like a trough for horses, you know. See? I do that so that it doesn't fall out the ends very much. It's just something someone showed me once, and I picked it up and I just started doing it. But you could just take and sprinkle this, but I'll just pour a little bit in each spot. I'll do one there and there. Again, what I'm doing is two mountains, two little piles, instead of a long thing. And again, that's so that you don't have a bunch build up in the middle, right? These two piles are going to come together. And remember how we did the dollar bill a minute ago? I'm going to do the same thing, but with the paper here, right? So carefully, and it takes practice, but you take those two pieces of paper and hold them flat together first, and just do a little roll back and forth gently to kind of work that cannabis into a cylinder shape inside the paper, right? And then I'm going to roll it back so that that edge, not the glue edge, but the fresh edge, is right near the pile. So it's almost unrolled. And I'm going to turn it over and hold it with my finger like that. And again, on the other side like that. So I have control. So with my back fingers, I'm kind of pulling the paper up tight. And with my front fingers, I'm kind of pinching and rolling. And so I get that tucked, right? I'm getting that paper to tuck around, right? So once it's tucked around in there, I can roll back and forth gently. You don't press hard, it'll be too tight, right? So you just roll gently back and forth, right? Let the little bits fall out. You're gonna have some fallout probably, less than if you didn't do the tips. So when you got a nice, where it's gonna roll up nicely, right? You're comfortable with it, lick it, right? And then finish rolling it up. And as you do this, you want to get the ends. You're gonna get a little bit pregnant in the middle, right? But you want that moist parts to stick really good. And then from there, once it's adhered and it's stuck together, you can kind of, if you feel anywhere there's a lump or a bump, you could just kind of gently, softly, back and forth, slowly mold it the way you want. You can come from the middle and run your fingers down this way, all the way around. It kind of leaves some vapor space around the paper, around the cannabis, and between the cannabis and the paper. So I'll run my fingers down like this, and I'm just kind of gently molding it, right? Just making sure it feels a little tight over here, so maybe I'll go on the edges and gently, just so, kind of bumping it, and you know, I don't want to mess with it too much. You can twist the ends up if you're going to transport it. Just roll it like that, and it'll twist up the ends and kind of hold everything in, right? Yeah. So, and I'll play with it. You know what I mean? You can feel the where it's loose and where it's a little tighter at the ends. I got the tips tight. So see, it still turned out kind of pregnant. It's puffy in the middle. If I hadn't left a dip in the middle like that, it would have been really fat in the middle. Right? Not bad. I mean, I know it's little. I'm not trying to roll up all my weed right now. You know what I mean? Just trying to give an example. And a good way to practice is if anybody has loose tobacco or take tobacco out of a cigarette or use cooking like oregano or something like that. If you just want to mess around with it, you don't want to mess up the keef and make your bud all, use somebody get a couple cigarettes from somebody and open them up and use that material to practice, right? Just for fun, get good at it. I don't know. I don't do cones typically, so we'd have to figure that out. But I did see somebody roll a sort of cone shaped with this same materials. I wonder if we could do that. I don't know. I think I need more cannabis and a drink of my Coke before we get into that. Anyway, right now what I'm doing is I'm kind of feeling and making sure that all the way down, there's nowhere that the air is going to get stuck, right? And I've kind of done that all the way through. It's a little tight at this end. And if you ever find that, like the tip is really tight, just cut it off. That's awful. If I start, yeah, anyway. You guys are going to get in trouble. He's just working. It's okay, babies. I know. Thank you for telling me. My dogs are going crazy. They don't know what the hell to do with themselves. All right, so there's the joint rolling lesson, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, also, I should have gotten into the fact that this is pre-ground flour. And I should take you through the whole process, bud to rolling. But grinding is a whole nother. You break it up a little tiny scissors like the old school. Break up your bud with your fingers. Use a grinder. Use a grinder with a screen. Different options. This I'm spoiled because this is like 24% THC and it's already ground. It's clean. There's no garbage or junk in it ever. Like I've looked at it under the microscope even. So there's our joint. All done. It's a little bit thicker than the other one, right? And the only difference is you just use more tobacco and more cannabis to make a fatter joint. Yeah. This is the same strain, and I'm sure it's going to smoke well. I'm just going to set that aside, and we're going to... And also, if you haven't had any ash or anything around this, I think it's okay. Listen, I don't always put cannabis back in the container, but since I have an older container of the same strain, oh, it smells so good anyway. Anyway, I'm just going to scoop and put it back in the container, only because I don't have any residue from my bowl. I don't have any little black dust or any of that junk. You can also, I should have just put it in my bowl for next time. See, you can just clean up your tray by putting the bits in the bowl and be done, right? Anyway, so there we have it. Oh, I'll be so mad if that breaks. I put that on the shelf properly. That's not even right. Okay. And that's not fair. We just rolled a joint. We should try it, right? I just didn't want to have two lit joints because I didn't. Yeah, anyway. Let's switch the camera back. Hi. Hi. At least we're working on it. Actually, that doesn't... The camera... I don't know if that's right. Oh, okay, I see. All right. I don't know. Oh, I'm back. I should probably change that again. Take that off. This is crazy. You know what makes me nervous about listening to foreign language music? I don't know what he's saying. So if I'm dancing around like kill all the babies and I eat roaches or something, I don't know. You don't know what they're saying. Whoa, what the hell? This is gonna turn into a candle. What the hell? I'm looking at different lighting methods and things and how it looks on camera right now. So forgive me, I keep looking and I'm like, I don't really like this. It's good. That's a good joint though. Look how it's burning. Perfect. I love this strain. It's a very like decongestant strain. My mom always said if you don't cough, you don't get off, right? I'm in the middle of doing sauce and I went to turn it on. And wait, let me explain. When I say I'm in the middle of doing sauce, I don't mean that in a 420 way. I mean that in a kitchen way. I am cooking down old-fashioned tomato sauce from scratch with olive oil and onions and garlic and, you know, like doing the thing. Fresh tomatoes, not canned tomatoes. Like, I'm having the tomatoes peeled and the seeds taken out. And then I cut the this batch is just tomato sauce. It's just like very basic seasonings. It's got the Italian seasonings, a little garlic and onion powder. You know, it's all seasoning. It's not. The last batch I did was with roasted garlic and vegetables. It was garlic, onions, zucchini, squash, yellow squash, I mean, like summer squash. Not a lot, just enough to, it wasn't a lot of squash, it was just enough to roast it so that it got that char, that vegetable char, and then cook into the sauce so you get a little bit of the vegetable flavor. It's a vegetable-based pasta, it's a red sauce, but it cooks for like 2 days. That was the first one. Those are frozen and put in ready to use in sous vide bags. So you can literally drop it in some boiling water and you're ready to go. This sauce is a little more processing on the other end because I just took tomatoes and the olive oil and seasonings and acid fixing ingredients and a little pasta water, you know, like an Italian grandma, one of the Italian grandmas I've known from friends has made, you know. And it cooks on the back of the stove for like 2 days. My whole house smells like red sauce. It's so good. I want to make some pizza. I think I'm going to do a yeast dough this time. I should have already mixed it up and let it rise. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, so I'm gonna mix up. I want to make pizza. That would be nice. But I do have some pasta. We can make some pasta and whatever. But you go and pick the tomatoes by the 5-gallon buckets. So like, there's like 15 gallons of tomatoes to process. So one sauce I think I do about 5 gallons of tomatoes per sauce. And cut down and process, that's like almost a 5-gallon bucket sized pot, you know, that I start with. I have this big olive wood stirring, it's like a spatula with a flat it's a wooden spoon kind of thing, but it's not really a spoon. Spade sort of deal, wooden spade. And so I use that, and it's a lot of muscle. It's like it takes. And then, because I did not peel the tomatoes ahead of time, I run the entire sauce. Also, because I have family members who do not like any texture. They want a smooth sauce. They don't want pieces of tomato or pieces of anything. It's weird. And what I'm doing is I'm making just a basic tomato sauce. So if we want to fry up some mushrooms and onions, saute some mushrooms and onions in olive oil and garlic and stuff, and add that sauce to it, we can make a mushroom, onion, garlic sauce, or we can do some sweet Italian sausage and cook that up and flavor the sauce with whatever. So it's kind of it's really flavorful and it's really rich, but it's not like it's not like roasted garlic or Italian sausage or ground beef, or it's just kind of a basic. So I didn't peel the tomatoes. I didn't blanch and peel the tomatoes. I just cooked it down, knowing that I was going to put it through the ricer. And so I have to stand there with an old-fashioned ricer and actually rice all of the sauce through. Make sure that we get as much of the tomato out of the skins as possible. So I should be only left with like a handful of, tomato skins at the end. But we'll see. Hopefully it works out that way for me. I may have to cook it down a little bit more to reduce it once I get all of the pieces of skin out. And also some of the tomatoes have like little like they're not all completely red. Sometimes there's like little bits of green that's still green inside at the top by the stem, and those don't always cook down well, but they taste tomatoey. It's just not pleasant in a smooth sauce. So I could just blend it all, but maybe I should. It would go further and put it through my blend tech and blend the skins and all. I should look and see if there's any nutritional value in. Let's do that. I'm going to look at nutritional value in tomato skin. Is there? Yes, the rich nutritional content of tomatoes is no secret. Numerous past studies have confirmed the presence of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and other compounds that offer various benefits. Let's see. Tomatoes are enough for skin health. Wait. Okay, here, yeah. What's not as known is that some of these nutrients are more abundant in the tomato skin than in the pulp. Oh, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not going to stand and hand smash them out if I can run them through my high emulsion blender and make it as smooth and beautiful as sauce without smashing them all down. I thought that the skins would lose their nutrition in the cooking, but that would also be a fiber that is blended directly into it. Yeah, so now I know. That's going to be easier. And you know what's funny? That potato chip song, ever since that potato chip song played, I want my potato chips. Why don't we look at something? Let's see what's going on in the news or something. I'm going to look at something quick and then we will, oh shit, there's a shooting on a bus in California. Well, let's see. Anybody making... Checking out. Yes, I am at least 21 years of age times 2. I could answer that for me and me twice. Oh shit. When it hits you, when it hits you, when it hits you, when it hits you, you holler. Listen, that I smoked a sativa this morning, and what I just smoked was a good hybrid that is not very indica leaning. And I just drank all this caffeine because I found glass bottle Coca-Cola that's made with real sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. So of course I have to have and splurge, spoil myself, count change out and get that. So I've been enjoying that. I just realized sativa and a sativa leaning hybrid, caffeine. Girl, you better smoke some indica before your head explodes. Is that bad? You gotta know yourself, man. I just started getting panicky, like, uh-oh. And you know what's funny? I'm reusing an old battery that's garbage. I should recycle it or whatever, just to use it as a tamper for my new bowl. For my bowl. It's just the right size. Anyway, I was checking my oh, they have $30 eighths. So you can go get an eighth of something interesting and try it. 1 gram? Oh. Is that $7? For how much? Oh, 1 gram of Maui, West Maui dog. $7. It was $16. $9 off. West Maui dog flour. 1 gram of it for $7 to try. Okay, let's see about pre-rolls. Because 7, 8 for $80, so it'll be $10 a gram. And that would make them $8 a piece. That's not bad for 1 gram pre-rolls. Oh, $10 a piece, so $5 off, so a third. Curious. Sorry, I wasn't sharing this. There's different pre-rolls, but I don't want to buy 8 of them. I don't have $80. There's no way. I can't do it. If I could buy 1, but yeah, no, you probably have to buy that amount. I don't think they do tinctures. Oh, shut up. They do. 492 milligrams of THC for $50. Uh-oh. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. That's better. That's calming. Calming. Okay, so I have to figure out this lights. Let's do that. I wonder if I bring it down a little bit. Add a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Is that good? That's really bright. But there's not a lot of shadow going on. A little bit on the underside, right? Like underneath. Because I'm not being lit from under here. I'm being lit. Holy crap, have we been on almost an hour already? I only showed you how to roll 2 joints. Let me show you my little frog. He's cute, look. He's a little wooden frog. And he holds his stick. Right? And you take it and you rub it across. Right? Watch. Trained crickets. So it sounds like, right? Anyway. That's how it's carved out and stuff inside. And it's really, really clever, I think. I think it's a very clever toy for me. My spoons. Anyway, yeah. Actually, you know what I like? I like the fatter joints that are rolled instead of the pinner. It's better. Oh. Mini. Yes, it says mini gummy bears. It's an ice cream topping made from the all natural company. The only company that I found that I enjoy and can eat gummy bears. Because they don't have any like artificial crap. It's all natural. The coloring and the flavoring and all that. It's all natural. And they're fucking delicious. I wonder how it would look to play the spoons on the other with the other camera going. Let's see. Stuff out of the view, and I bet you I can bring it up a little bit too. Let's see if we have a spoons cam. Can I do a spoons cam? I know, I'm making myself look goofy. I don't care. I'm gonna have fun. Let's see. Ooh, shirt's all big and juicy, huh? So let's see. First, I have a gummy bear. And I did not wear shorts for stream. I just threw on some old things, so hold on. This spoons session is brought to you by Black Forest Mini Gummy Bears. I need a good song now. I lost the flow. I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I'm not really feeling this song. Ah! Anyway, I don't really like this song for that. And I'm just goofing off. That'd be funny if I came back in here and there were a bunch of people watching. But this way I only have to apologize to one person. I think it's more fun from this view though. And it's the song. We'll wait till the next song because this song is just kind of like, nah. It's alright. It's got a cool beat, but it's just like. See if I can get into this beat better. Meh. It's kind of like clapping along. I don't feel like clapping. I like the song okay for background music. That's why I picked it. Ooh, we should check out my create folder for some information. 1 hour and 4 minutes and 18 cents.
It can't happen.
Oh, that's horrible.
Let's get scratching.
I'm looking for my history. Watch later. Ooh, good songs, right? Here you go, this one.
Sound is all around us, everywhere. It beats in our eardrums until much of the time we're hardly conscious of it.
Haha. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I want to look at New Breed, Jesse Howard, a totally another like whole idea here. So I'm going to stop sharing the electro swing. We're going to switch gears into a different style of music. Try to wake up the vibe a little bit because I mean I like being relaxed, but I'm a little too chill. I'm ready to go curl up and take a nap. To be honest, so I need to get over here and go ahead and share a screen. Give it a tab, share a tab. New breed. Welcome to my house. That's a quick one to jump. That's like an intense one to jump into real quick. I'm just saying. Is it gonna play? Here we go. So this is Welcome to My House. New Breed featuring Jesse Howard. Welcome to My House. Right? Cool visuals out in the country. See, masks always make me think bad guys, so what do you think?
Y'all's coming in,
And
now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down.
I got
mine too.
So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house.
Y'all aren't getting scared, are you? Just checking. I really dig this song so far. Let's listen.
So welcome to my house. I'm a stand-up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy.
Don't push me on the edge,
'Cause
boy.
I'm aiming for your head, boy.
I'm aiming for your head, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
And all I see is red, boy.
I told you not to cross that line.
I told you not to cross that line.
I'm giving you a chance, boy.
I'm giving you a
You
chance,
see the
boy.
devil in a glance,
See
boy.
the devil in a glance,
Shotgun
boy.
knock you out your pants, boy.
Shotgun knock you out your pants, boy.
I told you not to fuck with mine.
I told you not to fuck with
Lord have
mine.
mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. So welcome to my house.
Yeah, welcome to my house. That's funny. Actually, it is kind of, listen,
So welcome to my house.
it depends on what you're talking about, right? You can't say in general if you're not from here, you don't understand. Okay, like there's a lot of, it's exclusive. I get it. I'm patriotic. I'm right there, but it's also kind of like, I mean, I get the point of the song. The point is, don't come and mess with me and mine. Don't bring your evil intentions and attacks, and don't come here, because we will protect ourselves. I will protect myself in my house. Welcome to my house. Like, I feel like that's the whole premise of the story, and I think that it's a beautiful premise, and I think it's important. Absolutely, without shadow of doubt. Absolutely. Mhm. No doubt. Anyway, let's listen to the rest. I like it.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way.
Oh,
With a
shit.
30-30 or 12 gauge
I don't
behind
know
this
if
door,
this
you're
is-
hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up
Ooh.
every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach
Uh-oh.
with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to
Y'all was
do
coming
it.
in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk.
Yeah, that's about coming up in my house and messing with my wife and baby.
I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house.
I like this song a lot.
Cause these are my people.
These are my people. And this is my
land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country. This is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house.
Uh-oh.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Uh-oh.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Got a call about a disturbance. Some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out.
I was just taking out trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's it?
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man.
So I've got
Uh-oh.
my essay written,
So
and I've
that's
been
kind
working
of
on it for.
interesting. Haha. What do you think about all of that? What? Interesting, huh? I think so. That's definitely there are definitely places that are like that, let's say. I think it's important to be able to protect your own home and your own family against whatever threats may come about. You never know. Just saying, why not plan for anything? You know, kind of prepare for the worst. You know what I mean? Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And try not to expect anything. You'd be surprised. Mm. Oh my god, I love these gummy bears. They're like a little mini explosion of fruit flavor. I think it's a red one I have right now. The red are like cherry, and it's real cherry flavor, and it's real cherry color. And it's like, it's so good. I'm in pure enjoyment right now. Shut up. You know what I want to do? Where's my song? Oh no. Oh well, I can't right now. I'm gonna try the next time I. Oh wait, I did find it. I'm gonna try and see if I can put any RSO in one of the mini gummy bears. Should I? They might be just way too small for all that. Actually, yeah, I think the yellow. Let's see if I have a lighter color that will show the. Like, they all have color. I think the yellow is the lightest. Uh-oh, I dropped one. That's no fair. Poor gummy bear. Get them on the floor. Hold on, I'm going in. Ow. I got him. I saved the gummy bear. And my floor's pretty clean, so pretty clean. Anyway, at least I won't roll over under the chair. All right, so I have my RSO here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm trying to draw it all the way back in there. It's a tiny little gummy bear, but I'm actually gonna try and get the syringe inside. Oh my god, shut up. Oh my god, it's going in there. Can you see that? Watch. See it? See the brown? It's going inside the. See me fill it? It's getting RSO'd. Shut the hell up. Now I'm going to draw back a little bit as I come out so that I don't lose RSO. I pinched it. Oops. The bottom so it doesn't come back out as much. It is going to. It makes the gummy bear look like he's. You know the little black vein in shrimp? If you get that one, it kind of looks like that, and it is coming out. So you have to put it right in your mouth and eat it right away. Oh my god, that's so cool! I made a mini RSO infused gummy bear. Squee! That's cool. We could definitely taste the cannabis more with that, though. So if you don't want to taste it, if you enjoy the taste of cannabis, it's actually rather nice. Because I'm getting that flavor of cannabis in my mouth. But these little gummy bears are so flavorful. I don't know. They have to be a little bit stronger than the other. Like, they have to be a little bit stronger flavored than the big ones because they're brighter colors. So I know there's more coloring in them. And they're really intense flavored. I bet you they did that too because they're so small. Mm. Make sure you have all of the RSO off of your fingers because you don't want to lose, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to waste any of it. If you had a big old smear on your finger, that's like, extra milligrams, a couple of milligrams you could have had working in your body to heal you and make you strong. Anyway, yay. I give that video a flag wave because it's very patriotic. It's very, like, don't come here messing things up because we don't want to hurt anybody, but don't play. Don't play. Are you coming to play? Are you playing? Are you playing me right now? Mm-mm. Not around our family and kids and loved ones and yeah. All right. I have a lot of this mouse cord hanging out, so I'm gonna retract some of that. Okay, that's enough. Thank you. So that was really delicious. We made a micro mini edible gummy bear. Oh yeah. Definitely don't do that if you cannot stand the taste of the RSO. Because it's all moving around my mouth now. We're going to go with a different flavor. Let's go with strawberry. Oh, let's go 3 strawberries. They're small. I bet there was an orange in there too. I don't know, maybe not. My mouth is just so infused with that. Don't do that. If you don't like the taste of the RSO, then don't do what I just did because I literally taste it everywhere in my mouth right now. But that also means that what's in my mouth residually, I'll actually feel faster because it'll go through into my bloodstream quicker, right through my skin. So it's all good. Do not brush your teeth, no matter how bad it tastes. Sip a warm beverage. Sip your favorite. Make yourself some hot cocoa or something like that. Especially with like a really rich creamer. So there's a lot of fats in it. Or some hot broth with a little fat. Like even a little coconut oil on top of your tea or your broth. That will help tremendously if you don't like the taste of your mouth and it's cannabis related, like RSO, like that. Also, I did want to address I saw a message someone else got about overdosing, and they were freaking out. Like, I think I've overdosed. I've never felt like this before. It's, like whatever. And they went on and on and on. And first of all, if you think you've had too much cannabis, I want you to take a deep breath. One nice deep, don't like that. Put that down and just take a deep breath. Then I want you to realize no one has ever died from a cannabis overdose. You're fine. You're going to be fine. You need a hot shower, a nap, you need food, you need to hydrate and drink water, drink something, not alcohol. We're trying to gain composure, right? Don't increase it with anything else. Just naturally take a few deep breaths. If you're up for going for a walk and you're not too paranoid and freaked out, go for a walk. Activity helps. Relax, relax. You're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. I promise. It's going to be okay. Just be still. If you feel dizzy or, if you can, drift off to sleep softly. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Make sure you're at home before you drift off to sleep. Or somewhere safe. I shouldn't give advice about what to do when you're too high, when I'm too high. I'm actually well medicated because I had a really stressful day. And I still hurt like crazy under my shoulder blade right now. And I have a bunch more pasta to put through. I'm going to blend it. That's right, I am. I'm going to put one blenderful through the blender. See what that does. I'm gonna watch. Well, I don't have my camera set up in the kitchen. I have to stop and start over. Hey, let's have some more smooth sounds. What do you say? The hell? Hey. Oh, it's at 100. Woohoo. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not sharing it. That's why. I'm sorry. Go back just a little bit. Oh, shoot. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Oh, yeah, this is nice. 1920s version of MAIS. This one's fun. Electroswing live stream 24/7 music. Yep. Okay. Fun. I love this music. So next time I plan to show my lower half, I'll actually put on proper pants. Those are like big old loose. Those are shorts that like I wouldn't wear out in public, so I probably shouldn't have shown the camera down. Matter of fact, I feel embarrassed and ashamed. I should go put some clothes on. I put on a clean shirt. What? I didn't have any outside errands today, thankfully. I'm really happy about that. I hate outside errands. I don't want to go out there. It's too people-y. I kind of wonder about playing this game to something with a Latin beat. Shut up. Yeah, here we go. Let the song get going a little better. I need a better feel.
Good day piece from Benny Goodman, recording.
Repetitious. It keeps going. I like the music though. I don't care. Let's have some potato chips. Where's the potato chip song when I need it? Maybe I can find it. Let's see. No, didn't mean that. I did not mean that mistake. No, yeah. Here we go. All right, let's see. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep it live. See how much time we've been on. I've been on for an hour and a half. No, anyway. It's kind of quiet. Wait, how about this? Ready? I look to see how crunchy that was. This is really slow. I'll do like double time. Nah. Alright, I'm done. No more. No more of that. No more of that. No more of that. I'm done. I was zoned out in it. It was kind of fun for a minute, but I'm over it now. My drink is almost gone.
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased.
I'm gonna have to go
It can't
and get a refill. And I really need to get to my sauce. I need to make the sauce. So.
Let's get scratching.
I need it here. I need to my house. I mean, besides my dog, I can hear them yelling. You must be excited. They're so excited. I told you guys there's a lot going on out there. Out there in the world.
Sound is all around us.
Sound
Everywhere.
is all around us.
It
Yes.
eats at our eardrums until much of the time we're hardly conscious of it. But on this particular Saturday morning, Jimmy Foster suddenly became very conscious of it.
I literally have like maybe 5 or 6 chips and then I'm done.
The post was vibrating. Well, he'd soon find out whether there was a vibration along with the sound. The scrap of wood showed him that when the bell sounds, it does vibrate.
Yeah, it's a big bag of chips, but it's gotta last like 2 weeks.
Try this, Jimmy.
Maybe a month. Because that's a luxury item. I mean, not really. It's nutritious. It's like 40% less. I didn't get them because it's less fat, but naturally these are like 40% less fat than other Lays
cautious
and
suddenly became very conscious of it. Jimmy's ears were now wide open to the sounds around him.
And it's got natural sea salt and the potatoes. It's all non-GMO products. That's all. It's good. They're good. They're kettle cooked Cape Cod.
Short waves for a high
Cape
note,
Cod kettle cooked potato chips.
long waves for a
Just
low
original sea
pitch.
salt plain
The loudness of any sound you
chips.
hear varies with its intensity.
I'd rather get plain chips. If I'm craving a certain flavor potato chip, I just take a little bit of that flavor and put some on the chip. Like, it's so much better. If I want ranch flavored potato chips, I'm gonna put a little bit of nice, like either homemade or a nice organic, like quality ranch. And I'm gonna put a little bit on a plate and a little pile, and I'll just dip the corner of the chip, just the edge of it. You just need the flavor. It's fresh, it's delicious. Barbecue sauce that way, just on the edge of the chip, on a plain potato chip. Oh, you can have as much or little flavor as you like.
But it's not all
If it's a really strong barbecue sauce, you just barely touch the edge, and that's enough, then that's cool.
And free.
Anyway,
Free. And free.
free and free.
Free, free, and free. And free.
What's next? Hold on, let's do this really quick. And I think we're at 218. Anyway. Shit, I think that's like really loud. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Maybe. I have the mic like right here. I was actually playing with some other pieces to see if I could create like a little sound barrier deal. Like if there was a way that I could put a little blockage or something into play to sort of shield the microwave. The microwave, yes. And here, let me show you what I said was the microwave. Good Lord. I need a nap or something. This. Yes, my microwave. Oh my God. Stop it. Microwave. I need to actually bring this closer. It needs to be different. I need to do some reconfigurations again. My head's going crazy. I'm just like, I need the two bookshelves. I need a bookshelf there and a bookshelf there. Just trying to use this look so that I can turn around. I can face and have the bookshelf and the desk behind me as another view, right? That might help with the sound if the wall's behind me, right? Less sound waves coming from that direction once they come in and bounce. So I need to do some sort of sound barrier that comes into like an umbrella idea. Maybe use my beach umbrella that way. I don't know if it would work. I don't know. The fabric would stop many of the sounds from outside or anything. Who knows? Anyway, when I have smoked some of my joint and I want to finish off the rest of it, I'll take and put it backwards in a one-hitter or something like that. I don't know if anybody else does that. I don't have one sitting here, of course. But I'll take the burnt end and make sure that it doesn't have a solid cherry. Otherwise, you'll never draw through it. It's got to kind of be a little squishy to get the ash off the end of it. And then you just put that end into your one hitter and light the new end and smoke that. And it's all done. Sometimes. Oh, this game. The game of things. Yeah. Topics. I'm gonna find something. Yeah. Ooh, let's look at TikTok. Let's see. 8 new notification, 9, 10, 13. What? I had a bunch of messages? What? I don't know what that's saying. Let's see, because that music was getting on my nerve. On my nerve. Edgetown. Let's share this. Alright, I don't know what this dude's saying. It's kind of, what's he talking about? No, hold on. Hey, we can watch our own stream. I wonder what happens if I shared it as we watched it. Huh. You know what we're going to do in a minute?
Looking for royalty-free music?
I'm going to take a quick break.
Find the perfect track.
And then we're going to watch some other videos.
Look, I don't wanna fight you. You gotta know that I meant it when I said that I liked you. Or maybe just the idea. I bought it, the one and I returned the shit like IKEA. Apologize, I'm not.
I am going to be right back. I have got to go to the ladies' room, and I'll be right back. Just 1 second. Getting ready to roll. No. We did the lessons. We already did it. Dang it. Hold on.
Every time you hit the phone, I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I know it's inconvenient to change your background.
All right, 1
Let's
second.
back down so you can see this is a problem I don't want to put myself in front of. That's why I blocked you, cause I'm not the guy you should rely on, spy on, creep on. I don't know, you just ain't that type of hoe. If I don't holler,
Oh, wait, hold on.
I should have said it, but I didn't, and I won't. I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't.
I'm going to leave this playing for a second, and I will be right
Every time you
back.
hit the phone, I'm a ghost.
All right.
Now you see me, now you don't. I know you hate me, cause I'm shady. I don't get reception. Missed your call, but best believe I got the message. Why don't you just leave me alone? I think it's lasted way too long. I thought by now that you would know, but since you don't, I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm a ghost. Every time you hit the phone, I'm a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm out of my mind, I'm tripping inside. Something was different, I won't be missing you for the night.
So tell me I'm right. I'm shifting your tide. Let's not be foolish. You shouldn't lose this, baby. You're mine, mine. We were sipping in the lava of the Beverly Hills. Now you're tripping to my body. We got hours to fill. All alone in the sheets of my sinner. In the moment you're getting the shivers, 'cause I know the way you feel. My body gives you chills. My body gives you chills. My body gives you chills. Just after we love, it's never enough. We probably know it. Your eyes are showing I'ma be yours. We're going insane. It's part of the game. I can inspire you, just admire. It's getting late. We were sipping in the lava of the Beverly Hills. Now you're tripping to my body. We got hours to fill. All alone in the sheets of my center. In the moment you're getting the shivers, 'cause I know the way you feel. My body gives you chills. My body gives you. My body gives you chills.
So dark and cold-hearted, I'm breathless to say the least. So far from a superstar, and my daydreams are killing me. Feel like I'm losing my mind. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just help me numb all the pain. One step from dying. My angels keep it at bay. Can't blame the people for trying. Just let me fall to my grave. Just let me fall to my grave. To kill me. Just let me fall to my
Cooking and eating at home more often means food odors get trapped in your home's fabrics and released back into the air, so you smell last night's dinner the next morning. For an easy way to keep your whole home smelling fresh, try Febreze Fabric Refresher. Febrez's water-based formula deeply penetrates fabrics to eliminate trapped food odors as it dries. Spray Febreze Fabric Refresher when you clean up after meals to ensure your entire home smells fresh and clean. Try Febreze Fabric Refresher. Brand power helping you buy better.
My name is Natalie O'Neill, and I had my LASIK procedure with Dr. O'Brien in January of 2015. Since having my LASIK procedure, it has improved my life tremendously. I would highly recommend LASIK surgery for anyone that is a candidate. I love my new vision.
Just let me fall to my grave. Heart fails under pressure. Wonder if these bad days will last forever. So pessimistic from the past. All the good things end up in caskets. I'm never feeling okay. Good days are so hard to find. Just
Just let me fall to my groove. Secure. Just let me fall to my Just let me fall to my grave. Am I wasting my breath on you? Feels like my words are never getting through, yeah. Oh, I've never said I hate you to someone so much before. I'm lightheaded when we talk and then you shut the door. Goddamn, like what are we still talking for, yeah. I really hope you don't see tomorrow. I tried to make nice with you, 'cause all you ever do is try to fuck up my day. And you were successful, but I know the truth. No, you don't have anything better to do. Everything you ever loved is trying to escape you. So why would I want anything to do with you? Fuck you. Fuck you.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how our touch can cause explosions? Rise up. I'm too great to be landed. Rise up. We're too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better cook those wrists, cold butter my fists, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always had a feeling that I won't deny that what, never could toss, look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
I'm coming right back, I promise. Just a minute.
couple milli now. I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting. Hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a path that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, the hype won't scare us falling. So rise up. Way too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They not gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers. Better tuck those risks, hold one of my fists, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks. Rise.
I'm fans with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with those voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think
Oh my goodness, I have company. My babies. Oh, hi Riley. I did not put I need to put the love seat in here so that they can come in here and sit on the love seat. Don't I? I need to do that, don't I? I know. I love you too. I love you too. Oh, I love you, buddy. Okay, ow, that hurts though. When you do that. He's so sweet. He's a good boy. He just loves me. Oh goodness, it's so loud. You can't even hear anything, I bet. Holy cow. How is this okay? I'm gonna get copyright struck for this. I know this song. What? Let's just make sure. Holy crap, are we not? Is this copyright free? Let me see. I want to go to their page. Rising Waves, who've been listening to, and I'm not trying to freaking take over or anything. I really like the songs, but here's the thing. I don't know that those are. Oh, it's a Spotify account. Open Spotify user. Da 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 da. Playlist. Okay, so maybe, but this, I don't know. I'll have to get into that. I need to understand how I can use Spotify, if I can pay for a Spotify, or if I can use another service and actually stream, play fun songs like that. That will be so much nicer. What do we see? Let's go see how to stream music. Epic. Oh no, it's not Epic. Epidemic sounds. Sorry. How to play music on Twitch without saving a voice on demand. No, that's way too much for me. I don't even know what that means. How to play any song in your stream without copyright strikes. This tool removes copyrighted music from streams and gaming clips. Shut up. Any song on your stream. How long is this video? It doesn't have. It does. Oh, there, 5:33. Ooh, let's do this.
When
Let's
I
watch
first
this
started
really
making music, I just
quick.
used to send loads of links from SoundCloud to kind of expose it to as many people as possible. In the early days, I was always DM.
Now, your
Alright.
basic stream setup will usually have your game audio, your microphone audio, the music that you're listening to, and possibly even your Discord chat open with friends. Please comment down below and tell me what that's like. But with this trick, you can now specify exactly where your music is being played and have it removed all with one click. You'll be able to listen to the music that you want on your stream with your viewers, and then when you go back to watch your VODs later, you won't have any music at all. That means you're not gonna have to worry about any muted VODs. That is insanely annoying for people when they're trying to go back and create content from their stream. Just note that this feature's only in the most recent versions of Streamlabs OBS and OBS Studio.
Okay.
Hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, make sure
Alright,
you
then
click
I'm gonna
subscribe and come
stop
back for
and
more.
thank him.
Twitch
Thank
recently
you so
sent out
much.
an email to its creators with a more in-depth explanation of.
Okay, very cool. So I can play copyrighted music. I just can't record copyrighted music in my streams or into streams that are going to be saved, I guess. So, okay, so I need to know if my audio channels are split. And I believe that that's a capability that I can have with this streaming service if I pay for it. Noise suppression and echo cancellation. Let me see if the advanced audio. Okay, so we have stereo audio input and high resolution audio. Stereo audio input and high resolution audio. Actually, I don't know that that's even. That would really pick up everything, I guess. Okay. Input, a default. What is it? Condenser microphone, right? How come I have so many different microphones listed here? I'm assuming it's. Which one is this? Condenser. Is this the one? Yeah. I don't know if that makes any difference or if I ruined it or not. It should be my condenser mic, not my actual PC or my laptop microphone, right? Because it was set to default mic. Anyway, we're playing, just checking out. I have this actually. Let me do this. I'll share the screen I'm looking at. Entire screen, right? Or the window. Yeah, this window, live studio, restream, share. I'll share this window. Oh shit. Okay, anyway, you can see here. That's what my screen looks like. So I have my mute, right? I have my video. I have my, see if I come down here. Oh, you can see it. Yeah, see? I have my mute button. And my video, which takes the camera away, but you should still be able to hear me. And then my screen sharing. So this is controlling, this screen share situation. And there's different options, right? Oh, shit. I can't show you the options without. Anyway. I was looking at the different information on the different things. I have video storage, a local video that I can share from my computer, an RTMP source, and background music. I can add endless background music to my stream. Down tempo, lo-fi, chill hop, or what? Let's see. Can I move this? Yes, or future pop. Let's try future pop because that just sounds funny. Interesting. I think it's just like AI music, you know? It just makes random series of sounds. It's kind of skippy though, you know? It's kind of skippy. You know? No. Was it part of the... Maybe that's part of the song that was? We'll see. I feel like a robot, like... Futuristic. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, I didn't go on live to stereo today. That's too bad. So I started my day though on stereo because I was so surprised. Apparently, the Biden administration has now offered Russia access to NATO bases in exchange for them building a presence outside Ukraine. Like, it's crazy. It's insane. They were just screaming Russian collusion, Russian collusion, Russian collusion. And now we're granting military access to Russia, to NATO bases. What? I'm confused. This is all power and control to control resources that a smaller country and smaller government have. It's the same as the ideals of colonization that led us to this place of division and hatred. For good reason. I mean, I'd be pissed too. Like, I can't blame anybody. I can blame people who are hateful, but I still can't blame them because a lot of times that's how they were raised. You can't blame someone for their ignorance or inability to become intelligent, right? Everyone has the right to be wrong. And you have the right to say anything you want. That doesn't mean you don't suffer consequences. You won't ever suffer consequences for what you say. You know? Like, yeah. But how far do you follow the rules? Well, that's a good question. Listen, how far would you go? Like, I try to follow the rules. I try to obey the law. But I'm also intelligent and have a reason. And I read, like, over and over again that people that drive between 5 and 10 miles over the speed limit are actually the safest group of drivers because they're driving just enough over that they're watching out for the police because they don't want to get a speeding ticket, but they're not driving over so high over the speed limit that they're a reckless endangerment to society, you know, being crazy on the road. You know, it's like because you drive that speed and you're being careful and you're watching for police, you actually end up noticing other things and maybe you're paying better attention around you, right? That's the theory. So that might be a law that sometimes I realize, like I look down and notice I'm braking. Oops, you know, slow down, back up. There's no hurry. I can get there, you know. My lips keep getting really dry. That's what happens when we don't have humidity in Florida. My whole self just like doesn't know what to do. Bye-bye. And there's a little left on my finger. So I do my cannabis oil on my third eye chakra too. I did that one time and my headache went away. And then I was just like, oh, okay, I'll do that. I like it. It feels good. It's almost like my brain needs it. I don't know. but it's leftover THC. It would absorb through my finger anyway, but yeah, crazy. You know what I have to do? I'm getting into these cookies. We've been waiting, and I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting anymore. So. Away. Just a minute. Okay. That away. Get my idea box out of the way. Put the pen in the holder where it goes. There's no more room. My notepad over here with my books. Actually, stick it right there for a minute. That's gotta be cleaned off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Haha, here's what we've been waiting for. I have this box of cookies, and I grabbed the paper out of it so we could see. This was a gift. And they are all these different cookies down here. There's like a shortbread cookie. There's like a vanilla cream. There's like a shortbread with vanilla cream inside of like a shortbread type cookie with chocolate cream inside. There's a pastry cookie with lemon cream, a pastry cookie with chocolate, and a pastry cookie with vanilla. So we're going to get into this. I am not waiting any longer, ladies and gentlemen. You guys, I waited too long. So, it is a Matilda Vincenzi is the brand. And it's from Verona, Italy. What I'm going to do is I'm unpeeling the tape part. I'm going to stick that to the bottom of the tin. Just because, why not? And then I'm going to leave this paper part intact, but I'm just going to pull a piece out. Like I'm going to pull one of these. See, they come in the box in these individual trays, each kind of cookie, right? So I'm going to pick one of these, either a shortbread or either a shortbread or pastry. And I wonder if that is the lemon. That's weird. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, so see, we've got, like, there's one of the pastry cookies, and then under it is the shortbread cookies with the little chocolate drizzles. And then there's pastry. Oh, I can see that. So those are vanilla, those are chocolate. So I see the pastry cookies with chocolate. I see the pastry cookies with vanilla. I see the shortbread cookies with the chocolate drizzle. I see the stuffed vanilla shortbread cookies. Alright, that's gonna be those. These must be the lemon because they have a yellow dot on top. And these are the lemon pastry. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to try those first because I haven't had those yet. This is a different... I don't remember having lemon cookies in the pastry box before. And the chocolate ones, right? So each one's different. They're all different. I mean, it's not one tray of all the flavors. That would be kind of cool if one of these trays had all 6 flavors. But then in the packaging, they'd be kind of together. So what do you think? Lemon first? Anybody? Anybody? I'm going to do it. We're going to do the lemon cookie. This is called Tesoro. 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 Puff pastry filled with lemon cream. In 1905, Matilda Vincenzi opened her first pastry shop on the outskirts of Verona, Italy, where she carefully made her biscuits and pastries with passion. And I think that these shortbread cookies are the biscuits, and these little flaky cookies are the pastries, right? Yeah. Oh, they are, and they're not like squishy. They're gonna be flaky and kind of like, they're not like puffy, soft. It's not like bread. It's like a cookie, right? Here we go, you guys. Wait, should we pull it apart or should we just bite the first one? Let's just bite the first one, right? Mm. Mm. Okay. Mm. Oh, that's lovely. Mm. Oh. Oh my god, thank you, Boy Shy. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna show you. It's this flaky pastry. And there's this really delicate, it's perfect, this lemon cream. It's not too lemony, it's not too sweet, it's not too like buttercreamy or anything, you know, like it's perfectly balanced. The cookies like phyllo, like layers of flaky pastry. Then there's this caramelized bit on top. It's like sugar that was put on at the end or something and actually caramelized on top, so you get this kind of crisp kind of candy thing. No, you need to come out of there. Get out. Go on, because that hurts. My cat's taken to sitting under my legs at the end of my stream and scratching me. Sorry about the dogs. There's nothing I can do. We've got work going on. There's all kinds of stuff happening. Okay. Thank you. Hold on, I'm gonna holler. They're loud dogs. They understand loud. I'm not ugly or mean to them, but I'm like, stop yelling. Anyway, it has this like sugar, caramelized sugar on top. So when you bite through, you get this sort of almost candy, really thin, like candy layer on top. And the flakes themselves are not that sweet, right? But really flaky. Super, super flaky pastry, but not sweet. So you get the sweetness on top, not sweet cookie, but that filling in the middle, the lemon. And so when you put it all together, it's a really nice bite, I have to say. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's fucking lovely. Oh my god. Because the cookie's it's not sweet at all. And the filling is really sweet, but it's not overpowering. The filling is sweet enough to balance the cookie. Oh my god. What a great, great treat that is. You guys. Yeah. Alright, I'm getting another one. Well, what should I do next? Anybody? No one's in here with me anyways. I'm just like talking to the screen. It's all good. If you're watching this later, oh shit, you can laugh at me because I've been putting my Be Right Back thing on since I came back in here. Where's my TikTok? Oh my god, they're so good. Like, I want another one, but I want to taste a different flavor. I think I'm gonna do maybe, yeah, the vanilla. I was thinking about something chocolatey. Chocolate shortbread. Let's do that. Because we do the lemon. Let's do the... that's not fair. We'll save the chocolate shortbread for a special. Because the lemon was kind of special. The vanilla's probably like, you know, okay, that's good. Wait, I gotta put the other ones back. And I'm actually gonna stick these down in the bottom. Because we've already opened them. Or under... Oh, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So these are the cremini, cremini, cremini shortbread with soft vanilla cream filling. And I thought that wouldn't contrast with the lemon. They still have a little bit of the lemon flavor. I did have a drink, and I'll have another one before I taste this. I think I can actually open the package. I swear I'm grown and know how to open packages. Goodness gracious. Ah, there it is. I win. Thankfully, I'm smarter than the packaging at the moment. Can't speak for later. Alright. It's an awful lot of sauce to push through. It's gonna be good though when it's all done. It's gonna be so smooth and creamy. Anyway. These. Ooh. So it looks like it has a drizzle on top. Nice. It's like, oh yeah. The cookie itself is just your typical shortbread. It's not overly sweet, actually. That's usually like equal parts flour and sugar and butter. Like, it's a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, a pound of flour. That's all it, or whatever. I don't know. Simple. It's really simple. This almost has a hint of lemon to it. I haven't gotten to the vanilla yet because I was munching on the shortbread on the outside. I don't want to taste that. It's like a candy like a candied vanilla topping, like the little drizzle for decoration. It's nice. Oh. That's like fucking magical. Listen, you've got the shortbread. Can you see that crispy little layer right there? There's like this between the cream and the cookie. There's like this little, I swear it's like candy. So I'm gonna get some of this cookie off the bottom and check it out. Hold on. Yeah. However they do that. That must be the shell the cream makes with the cookie when it's baking, because that's really good. It's like the cookie is protected from the moisture of the cream by a candy shell inside, like M&M. It reminds me of like the M&M candy coating without all the artificial coloring. But that's what it feels and tastes like, kind of. Oh. See, there's like this whole shell inside. That's the outside of the cookie. And that's the inside. It's like hard. It's like a candy shell. That's so cool. They're lovely. A lot of times shortbread's really heavy and it almost feels pasty in your mouth. But because this is like a thin layer of shortbread all around, just a little bit, and it's a really light, nice shortbread. It doesn't taste like manufactured. It doesn't taste like the canned cookies, even though it comes in a tin. Oh. That's so cool because you have the like a little bit of the dry crumbly texture, but it's not pasty like shortbread can be. And then you have that crunch from the candy shell inside, and then you have the soft creaminess of the filling. That's the shit. Cremini? The vanilla cremini cookie. That's good. That's good, y'all. Tasty, tasty. And I think for sake of chocolate and because it's kind of a lightweight. Oh, that's a shadow. I'm like, do I have a big old chunk of cookie in my teeth? No, that's just a shadow. What I'm gonna do is just have one of these butter cookies, because it's a little bit of chocolate, but it's not like the big fancy chocolate. Tomorrow will be there the next time we try cookies. will be the chocolatey ones, because I can't wait for those either. We did the lemon, the vanilla cream, and so we'll do this one. And then tomorrow, or the next time, will be the puff pastry with chocolate cream, the puff pastry with, oh yeah, the 2 puff pastries, one with vanilla, one with chocolate, and also, because we did the puff pastry with lemon. And then we'll do the shortbread with chocolate. So we'll have 2. We'll have the puff pastry. Tomorrow's like the chocolate special day. Oh, that smells really good too. You can smell the chocolate, even though it's just a little drizzle on top. And there's almost it's almost a coconut. It's probably vanilla, but okay. I'm gonna put this back in so that all the cookies are filling their spots in. I already got it out. So they're not going to move around because they all in their little packages. No, Hunter, please stop. Stop. Not now. No. Go. Get out of there. No. Hold on. I gotta do something to help my kitty understand that it is not loving time, because there's this like one desk and it's perfect for him to sit on, and I don't mind. Testing. Testing, because it's slow. So it's on this side. Okay, let's see if this works better. I don't know how it sounds, but I have sound now at least. Alright, hello. Come up a little bit higher. Yeah, forever and ever. Alright. I was testing the cookies. These. And we're gonna try this one, the shortbread with the chocolatey drizzle. Okay, so the drizzle's like a hard frosting drizzle, like a candy frosting kind of thing. But it smells kind of chocolatey. When I was looking to see, so made with all natural ingredients, which is always nice. I can't really taste them if they're not. Cream, chocolate cream, vanilla cream. Fine decorated, this one. Called the Canestrelli. Canestrelli. It's a flour, sugar, vegetable. Fresh. Okay. Salt. Sodium, cream. Flavoring, natural vanilla flavor. Okay, yeah, so it does have natural vanilla flavor. Yep, okay. So that's must be the vanilla. I'm imagining the coconut flavor. Oh, that's nice. You can really taste the baked sort of that cookie essence in these that you get from good shortbread. It's like the outside's browned nicely. They don't get pasty, so it's kind of like crumb. Kind of soft, crunchy soft, not hard. Like it's not like, but it's like a soft, crunchy crumb. And there's a little snap in the chocolatey part, so it's a little crunchier. It's a little more like a thin candy strip. That's really nice too. Alright, well, that was nice cookies. That would be good with RSO too. Just put a little bit on there. Break the green cookie in half and put a little bit of RSO on the back of one of them. Make it a sandwich and then eat the cookie. The act of chewing makes the RSO get smashed into the ingredients you're chewing. That sure was good. I feel like I need to brush my teeth now, though. Excuse me. Hold on. Just a second. What? Idyllic is live, you guys. She's so cool. I miss hanging out in her room. It changed a little bit for me. Hello. She started gaming a little more, at least when I was on. She was playing games, and I'm really more into like hanging out and chatting and stuff. So I would get bored easy with my ADHD. And so she's really cool though. I dig her vibe, and she helped me. Like she definitely, her beingness, like, was kind of a beacon in a rough time for me. I think I'm going to read a little bit from the Nakamati library or something. We'll see. I still love that. Number 6 from the Gospel of Thomas. I'm going to read that first because I love it. It's one of my favorites so far. The Gospel of Thomas, number 6, says, his disciples questioned him and said to him, "Do you want us to fast? How shall we pray? Shall we give alms? What diet shall we observe?" So the disciples are asking him, what do we eat? How do we dress? How should we pray? Do we give alms? Like, what do we do? What do we observe? What diet should we observe? Like, what should we do? Do you want us to fast? Should we pray? Do we give alms? All that stuff. Jesus said, do not tell lies and do not do what you hate. Literally, do not tell lies, comma, and do not do what you hate, comma, for all things are plain in the sight of heaven. For all things are plain in the sight of heaven. What does he mean by that? Well, listen. For nothing hidden will not become manifest. Nothing hidden will not become manifest. Even if it's hidden, it's going to come to be. It's going to come to fruition. It's going to manifest. You can't hide anything. Everything is plain in the sight of heaven. It's very A to B. There's no, it's so open and so genuine and real. You better get used to that now. Practice now. Be genuine, be real, be true to your soul, yourself, you know? Anyway, Jesus said, do not tell lies and do not do what you hate, for all things are plain in the sight of heaven. For nothing hidden will not become manifest, and nothing covered will remain without being uncovered. He gave parables, like, it's interesting, but then there were things he just said. Number 10, Jesus said, I have cast fire upon the world, and see, I am guarding it until it blazes. I am trying to cast fire right now, right? Spread the flames. Fan the flames, y'all. Fan the flames. Anyway, Jesus said, this heaven will pass away, and the one above it will pass away. This heaven will pass away, and the one above it will pass away. The dead are not alive, and the living will not die. I wonder what he meant by that. I kind of get it. But the dead are not alive. And so if you think in spirit, the dead in spirit are not alive, right? There's no life there. They're dead in spirit. They're already dead. They're just shells of a person walking and talking and doing things. And I mean, that's how I saw it. If you get something different, it's for you. That's different for you. Yeah, that's for you. Anyway, it says the dead are not alive and the living will not die. I'm living, right? I'm not living as a human being. My body's alive, but I'm living. I try to live in connection with spirit, not turning away or running or trying to get away from it. I want to be genuine. I want to be real. Jesus said, do not tell lies and do not do what you hate. All things are plain in the sight of heaven. And anyway, number 10 was, I've cast fire upon the world, and see, I'm guarding it until it blazes. And number 11 was interesting. That's what I was reading, is Jesus said, this heaven will pass away, and the one above it will pass away. The dead are not alive, and the living will not die. In the days when you consumed what is dead, you made it what is alive. In the days when you consumed what is dead, you made it what is alive, right? So to give from being what is dead, when you consume it, you made it what is alive. When you come to dwell in the light, what will you do? On the day when you were one, you became two, right? On the day you were one, you became two. There was a split. There was a break, right? But when you become two, what will you do? Man, this is interesting too, because Thomas recorded Jesus as telling them who their leader would be, who to look to. The disciples said to Jesus, we know that you will depart from us. Who is to be our leader? Jesus said to them, wherever you are to go to James the righteous for whose sake heaven and earth came into being. James the righteous. It's interesting. I was thinking back over Jimmys and Jims and Jameses that I've known. And I know a couple of beautiful souls named James, but I also know some I know a really abusive dude named Jimmy. That angry macho energy all the time. Trying to prove how manly he is by beating women and abusing his children and shit. Anyway. Disciples said to Jesus, the disciple said to Jesus, we know what you will do apart from us. Who will be our leader? Jesus said to them, wherever you are, you're to go to James the righteous, for whose sakes heaven and earth came into being. Heaven and earth came into being for James' sake? Huh. And Jesus was actually kind of chastising Thomas about so much information, so much of the truth, in my opinion. And this one he says, it's number 13. Jesus said to his disciples, compare me to someone and tell me who I am like. Simon Peter said to him, you are like a righteous angel. And Matthew said to him, you are like a wise philosopher. And Thomas said to him, Master, my mouth is wholly incapable of saying who you are like. When Jesus said, he's talking to Thomas, he said, I am not your master, because you have drunk. You have become intoxicated from the bubbling spring which I have measured out. I love that. It's like he's telling them, you're really excited about what you're learning. So you're drunk, you're intoxicated from the knowingness and the power, whatever. Yeah, Jesus said, I am not your master, because you have drunk, you have become intoxicated from the bubbling spring which I have measured out. Oh, and it goes on. Wait a minute, there's more to this one. Hold on, y'all. So Jesus, okay, hold on. This is a story. It's story time. Story time. Hold on, let me hit this. It's story time, y'all. So he's talking about it again. Let me remind. Jesus said to his disciples, compare me to someone and tell me who I am like. Who am I like? He says, listen, who am I like? Compare me to someone. Simon Peter, one guy named Simon Peter, said to him, you are like a righteous angel. So Simon Peter was elevating this man in this, he was perceiving this man as a righteous angel. Okay. And Matthew, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the famous Matthew, says to him, you are like a wise philosopher. Thomas said to him, Master, my mouth is wholly incapable of saying whom you are like. And then Jesus said, and you assume he's turning to Thomas because of his answer, because he didn't say, I'm not an angel. He didn't say, I'm not a philosopher. He said, I am not your master, because you have drunk, you have become intoxicated from the bubbling spring which I have measured out. And he took him and withdrew. So he took Thomas off and went away, right? And told him 3 things. Right? So Jesus took Thomas off separately and told Thomas 3 things, right? When Thomas returned to his companions, they asked him, "What did Jesus say to you?" "Hey man, you just slipped off with Jesus, like the Messiah, and he was talking to you one-on-one. What did he tell you?" Right? Like, I would be curious. I would ask him the same thing. And Thomas said to them, "If I tell you one of the things which he told me, if I just tell you one of the things he told me, you will pick up stones and throw them at me. A fire will come out of the stones and burn you up." If I just tell you one of the 3 things he told me, you will pick up the stones and throw them at me, and a fire will come out of the stones and burn you up. Right? This is interesting too. Jesus said to them, this is a new one. That was the end. That was the end of it. Thomas said, "If I tell you one of the things which he told me, you will pick up stones and throw them at me. A fire will come out of the stones and burn you up." Number 14, this is the next little clip. And this is from the Gospel of Thomas. This is Thomas's good news. These are the things Thomas heard Jesus say and said, "Ooh, that's cool. That's good news. Let me write that down," right? 14, Jesus said to them, "If you fast, you will give rise to sin for yourself. If you fast, you will give rise to sin for yourself. And if you pray, you will become condemned. And if you give alms, you will do harm to your spirits. When you go into any land and walk about in the districts, if they receive you, eat what they will set before you, and heal the sick among them. For what goes into your mouth will not defile you, but that which issues from your mouth, it is that which will defile you." Watch out. Watch what you say. It's not what you put. It's not the food. It's not what you consume. It's not the food that you put into your mouth that will defile you. It's what comes from your mouth that will defile you. And they're not talking about little spittles or exhaling of air or, careful. It's what you say will defile you. And then number 15, when you see one who was not born of woman, prostrate yourselves on your faces and worship him. That one is your father. That's interesting. See, I always look at it from the other side in, and so my mind immediately went, let me read it again. Jesus said, when you see one who was not born of woman, prostrate yourselves, which means lay flat on your face, basically. Lay on your face, prostrate yourselves on your faces, and worship him. Lay down on your face, flat on the ground, face down on the ground, and worship him. That one is your father, right? It's interesting because what my head goes is it flips it, and it goes, unless you meet someone who's not born of a woman, do not be prostrating yourself and worshiping anyone. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you see that one, then you lay down and you prostrate yourself and you submit everything. But you know what I mean? It's almost like, I don't know if that makes sense. And I'd have to contemplate that some more. The one who's not born of woman. I'm not born of woman. I mean, my physical body is born of woman for sure. I'm grateful for that. But my beingness is not born of woman. Does that mean all y'all bitches should be worshiping me? I'm gonna start the Church of the Badass Motherfucker. Ah, fun times. Okay. Let's see what's next. 15. 16. It says, Jesus says, I love this one too. Hold on, I'm doing my eyes. Is it up here? Yeah. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Jesus said, men think perhaps that it is peace which I have come to cast upon the world. Men think perhaps that it is peace I've come to cast upon the world. Jesus is saying this, okay? Listen. Jesus said, men think perhaps that it is peace which I have come to cast upon the world. They do not know that it is dissension which I have come to cast upon the earth. Jesus came to cast dissension upon the earth. Fire, sword, and war. For there will be 5 in a house, and 3 will be against 2, and 2 against 3. The father against the son, and the son against the father. And they will stand solitary. And I think perhaps, and he also mentioned, remember before he said he came to cast fire upon the earth and to watch it burn until it burns, until it blazes, right? Is that the fire of love and light? Let's see. Oh shit, this is great. I love this part coming up on. So, Jesus, again, number 16. Men think perhaps it's peace which I have come to cast upon the world. They do not know that it is dissension which I have come to cast upon the earth. Fire, sword, and war, period. For there will be 5 in a house, 3 will be against 2, and 2 against 3. The father against the son, and the son against the father, and they will stand solitary. Number 18. The disciples said to Jesus, tell us how our end will be. This is like simplified, right? The disciples said, tell us how our end will be. I'm curious, aren't you? Say, tell us. Let's see, ready to go. Tell us how our end will be. Jesus said, have you discovered then the beginning, that you look for the end? For where the beginning is, there will the end be. Blessed is he who will take his place in the beginning. He will know the end and will not experience death. Do you know where your beginning is? Do you know who you are? And spiritually, who you are? You can't be known, and you can't know the knowingness. You can't be known by all of the spiritual energy in the universe. Until you realize what you are and where you come from, and if you can take your place in the beginning, then you know what the end is going to be, so it's all good. I'm going to read that again, number 18 in the Gospel of Thomas. I need light down here more because I swear it looks like I'm missing a tooth, and I am not missing a tooth, y'all. Fuck. It's going to make me crazy. Okay, we're going to try that. All right. I'm going to read it again, 18. The disciples said to Jesus, tell us how our end will be. Tell us how our end will be. Jesus said, Have you discovered then the beginning, that you look for the end? For where the beginning is, there will the end be. Blessed is he who will take his place in the beginning. He will know the end, and he will not experience death. Peace and love. Fun times. This is the weirdest music, but whatever. It's not sleepy, right? All right. This is interesting, number 20. I haven't really pondered this one. I must have read it and just like skipped to the next one. I really thought about it much. Oh, wait. That's why, because I missed one. Hold on. Number 19. Jesus said, "Blessed is he who came into being before he came into being." Blessed is he who came into being before he came into being. If you become my disciples and listen to my words, these stones will minister to you. For there are 5 trees for you in paradise, which remain undisturbed summer and winter, and whose leaves do not fall. Whoever becomes acquainted with them will not experience death. 5 trees for you in paradise, which remain undisturbed summer and winter, and whose leaves do not fall. Whoever becomes acquainted with them will not experience death. Blessed is he who came into being before he came into being. If you become my disciples and listen to my words, these stones will minister to you. For there are 5 trees for you in paradise, which remain undisturbed summer and winter. So I was assuming they don't drop their leaves, like they're non-deciduous trees, like evergreens, right? And whose leaves do not fall. Whoever becomes acquainted with them will not experience death. I'm missing something. There's a tree analogy that I'm not getting or something. There's got to be more to that one. I'm excited to figure it out one day. Okay. The next one is number 20. The disciple said to Jesus, "Tell us what the kingdom of heaven is like." He said to them, "It is like a mustard seed. It is the smallest of all seeds. But when it falls on tilled soil, it produces a great plant and becomes a shelter for birds of the sky." This is interesting, Mary. And we're talking about Mary Magdalene, not the lady who birthed Mary. Mary said to Jesus, "Whom are your disciples like?" He said, "They are like children who've settled in a field which is not theirs. When the owner of the field comes, they will say, 'Let us have back our field.' They will undress in their presence in order to let them have back their field and give it back to them." And basically, it's a kind of I think it's just like a spiritual, it's a reference to like a spiritual vulnerability of having to leave. And they will say, they will say, "Let us have back our field." They will undress in their presence in order to let them have back their field and to give it back to them. Therefore, I say, if the owner of a house knows that the thief is coming, he will begin his vigil before he comes and will not let him dig through into his house of his domain to carry away his goods. You all then, be on your guard against the world. Arm yourselves with great strength lest the robbers find a way to come to you. For the difficulty which you expect will surely materialize. Let there be among you a man of understanding. When the grain ripened, he came quickly with his sickle in his hand and reaped it. Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear. In other words, like, that was kind of their way of saying, yo, pay attention. That's important. I think because like listen with your listen. He's like he's trying to speak to more than just your ears. Does that make sense? Jesus said, love your brother like your soul. Guard him like the pupil of your eye. I skipped down. Let's see. Mary said to Jesus, whom are your disciples like? He said, they are like children who settled in a field which is not theirs. When the owner of the field comes, they will say, let us have back our field. They will undress in their presence in order to let them have back their field and give it back to them. Therefore, I say, if the owner of a house knows that the thief is coming, he will begin his vigil before he comes and will not let him dig through into his house of his domain to carry away his goods. You all, then, be on your guard against the world. Arm yourselves with great strength, lest the robbers find a way to come to you, for the difficulty which you expect will surely materialize. Let there be among you a man of understanding. When the grain ripened, he came quickly with his sickle in his hand and reaped it. Whoever has ears, let him hear. Jesus said, I shall choose you 1 out of 1,000 and 2 out of 10,000, and they shall stand as a single one. It says number 25, how do we treat each other, right? Number 25 says, Jesus said, love your brother like your soul. Love your brother like your soul. Guard him like the pupil of your eye. And number 26, Jesus said, you see the mote in your brother's eye, but you do not see the beam in your own eye. When you cast out the beam from your own eye, then you will see clearly to cast the mote from your brother's eye. Basically, and that to me speaks to hypocrisy. Like, don't be trying to tell somebody else what to do. Fix yourself. Like, deal with your own shit. And let people worry and help your brother and guard your brother. Love your brother. Don't be like judging or, no. It says, Jesus said, oh yeah, that was see your mode. Okay, number 27, which is kind of 2 and 7 is 9 together, so it's kind of an ending. Like, let's see what it says. Jesus said, if you do not fast as regards to the world, if you do not fast as regards the world, you will not find the kingdom. If you do not observe the Sabbath as a Sabbath, you will not see the Father. So, if you do not fast as regards the world, in other words, like fast as regards the world, observe the Sabbath. Think about it. The Sabbath was for resting, right? And contemplating and reconnecting to Spirit, praying and contemplating and studying and dedicating time where you're not actually having physical world experiences. You're actually in your head. You're not physically working. You're not physically doing anything. You're not physically paying attention to anything else. You're contemplating spirit, you're connecting with spirit, you're studying, you're praying, you're seeking, you're spending that time to rest, to keep the Sabbath holy, keep it sacred, right? And I am not talking about the 2,000-year-old, almost 1,500-year-old, almost 1,500-year-old censored Bible necessarily. Like, if you find and that speaks to you, and there's God's word. God's word is truth. So if you're reading something, you're like, oh my gosh, that's true. That part's God's word. And if you're like, either I'm missing something or that's insane, then that part's not ready. That's not the part. You know what I mean? Like, that's not your inspiration right now. You go back and read it 10 years from now and it may like totally move you and blow your mind, right? When I studied the Lost Scripture, the Nakamati Library, I actually, things in the Bible make sense to me better. Like, I understand it better. I understand analogies and things like that, comparisons, but let's see. So I said, number 23 was, I want to do a couple of these. Jesus said, I should choose you 1 out of 1,000 and 2 out of 10,000, and they shall stand as a single one. 1 out of 1,000, 2 out of 10,000. Interesting how the Revelation refers to only 144,000. And so I wonder if you could figure out the math of that meant 1 in 1,000 and 2 in 10,000. That's like, what, only 2 per 10,000? That's crazy. If you could figure out how many are left out of the world population, if it was 144,000-ish, wouldn't that blow your mind? Like, 2 different references and 2 different, even like from the canonized Bible and then like the Nakamati Library, if those are like completely confirmed each other. Just saying. Anyway, his disciples said to him, show us the place where you are, since it's necessary for us to seek it. He said to them, whoever has ears, let him hear. There is light within a man of light, and he lights up the whole world. If he does not shine, he is darkness. His disciples said to him, show us the place where you are, since it's necessary for us to seek it. So they're asking him, where are you? Like, and again, they're having spiritual conversations. That's what Thomas was called, the doubter, because most people didn't understand. He wasn't asking questions because he didn't believe Jesus. He asked questions because he got it and he understood that Jesus had secrets of knowledge, and that they were sacred secrets of knowledge, and that if Thomas asked more questions, he wanted to clarify his own depth of understanding. Like, he really wanted to get it, at least in my understanding of how he recorded his interactions and the kinds of questions he asked, you know? Yeah, so number 24 was, his disciples said to him, show us the place where you are, since it's necessary for us to seek it. He said to them, whoever has ears, let them hear. There is light within a man of light. Simple. There's light within a man of light. And he lights up the whole world. If he does not shine, he is darkness. I'm just saying, like, that's the Jesus I'm following. That's the Jesus I'm emulating. Right? It's like, yeah, it's just nice. Love your brother. If you do not fast in regards to the world, you will not find the kingdom. If you do not observe the Sabbath as a Sabbath, you will not see the Father. And then it says, number 28, which is 10, which is 1, sort of a beginning number. I'm just curious to look at the numbers. Jesus said, I took my place in the midst of the world, and I appeared to them in flesh. I found all of them intoxicated. I found none of them thirsty. And my soul became afflicted for the sons of men, because they are blind in their hearts and do not have sight. For empty they came into the world, and empty too they seek to leave the world. But for the moment they are intoxicated. When they shake off their wine, then they will repent. It's interesting looking at that through the perspective of the other things Jesus said about disconnecting from the physical world and living in spirit. So it's kind of like, it makes sense. Holy cow. Jesus said, if the flesh, I love this one, okay? Follow me. Jesus said, if the flesh came into being because of spirit. So in other words, like, if the body came into beingness because of the spirit, like a creator or a spirit, right? It is a wonder, right? So if a spirit created the flesh, it's a wonder, right? But if spirit came into being because of the body, if spirit came into being because of the body, it is a wonder of wonders. Indeed, I am amazed at how this great wealth has made its home in this poverty. Like, there's such a great wealth of spirit amidst all the poverty. There's repetition of the fact that not everyone's gonna get it, and that's okay. It just is the way it is. Not everyone's meant to get it. If you're meant to get it, then you're gonna get it. If you're not meant to get it, then you won't. It's okay. Either way. That's really cute. There's a song that I was taught as a child in Christian church. It says, hide it under a bushel. No, that's it. It goes, hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Don't let Satan put it out. I'm gonna let it shine. There's that. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Keep it strong till Jesus comes. I think that's what it was. It just went on and on. It was just a round, and you could sing it in rounds, and it was something that kept us entertained in Sunday school for a few minutes and kept us from squirming because it was fast and bouncy song to sing. Anyway, that's interesting because it says, here we go. I'm trying to find the one I just saw. Number 42, Jesus said, become passers-by. Think about that. That goes right hand in hand with my like the way that I feel about just live and let people live. Like, let people be, do their thing, be them. Right? His disciples said to him, "Who are you that you should say these things to us?" Jesus said to them, "You do not realize who I am from what I say to you, but you have become like the Jews, for they either love the tree and hate its fruit, or love the fruit and hate its tree." Isn't that interesting? Jesus said, "Whoever blasphemes against the Father will be forgiven, and whoever blasphemes against the Son will be forgiven. But whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven for either on earth or in heaven." I love that. I'm so safe because I so yelled at God when I was little. I really did. I was like, "God, why do you fucking hate me?" Like, I couldn't get it. I was trying to be so good. I was a victim of an abuser. It had nothing to do with me. It was his sickness, not me. Anyway, number 44, which is a beautiful, glorious number, says, Jesus said, "Whoever blasphemes against the Father will be forgiven, and whoever blasphemes against the Son will be forgiven. But whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven, either on earth or in heaven." Isn't that cool? It's like fucking good vibes, right? Just know that the true creation, the true creative energy, the Holy Spirit is the source, creative life force. And the Bible's only evil because it's been perverted and censored and used for evil control. Don't be mad at the book. Be mad at the men who use it to control and top people. Yeah. Number 45. Jesus said, "Grapes are not harvested from thorns, nor are figs gathered from thistles, for they do not produce fruit. A good man brings forth good things from his storehouse. An evil man brings forth evil things from his storehouse, which is in his heart, and says evil things. For out of the abundance of the heart brings forth evil things. For out of the abundance of the heart he brings forth evil things." Grapes aren't harvested from thorns, nor figs gathered from thistles, for they do not produce fruit. The good man brings forth good from his storehouse. An evil man brings forth evil things from his evil storehouse, which is in his heart. And he says evil things. For out of the abundance of the heart he brings forth evil things. And the power of his heart is evil. He has an abundance of the heart. He has an abundance of evil. He brings forth evil things. Jesus said, "Among those born of women, from Adam until John the Baptist, there is no one so superior to John the Baptist that his eyes should not be lowered before him." Interesting, the reference of lowering their eyes. It's a sign of submission, respect, no challenge. Like, I'm not challenging you. You're right. You're superior. Yet I have said, whichever one of you comes to be a child will be acquainted with the kingdom and will become superior to John. Isn't that cool? He said, "Yet I have said, whichever one of you comes to be a child will be acquainted with the kingdom and will become superior to John." So you'll be even higher than John the Baptist in that attainment, and where, Jesus said it is impossible for a man to mount 2 horses or to stretch 2 bows, and it is impossible for a servant to to serve two masters. Otherwise, he will honor the one and treat the other contemptuously. If you think about Jesus and the echoes of him talking about staying true to yourself and the spiritual nature of things, Jesus said it's impossible for a man to mount two horses. And there's one reality. There's one reality. There's one being this. Like, it's impossible to mount two horses or to stretch two bows. And it is impossible for a servant to serve two masters. Otherwise, he will be honoring one and treating the other one contemptuously because he's not honoring them. You can't honor two at the same time. You only have one attention. Like, you can't split your eyes and send one hand off to, and one leg off to do that, and one hand off. They have to take turns. So then you treat one contemptuously by ignoring them, right? If they're your master, you should be at their beck and call and service every second. No man drinks old wine and immediately desires to drink new wine. No man drinks old wine. So, an old wine and new wine. New wine is going to be tart, acidic, sort of more bitter. It hasn't had the time to age and mellow and gain all the flavors and develop its complexity. This is a new wine. So no man is going to drink an fine old wine and then immediately want new wine, right? And new wine is not put into old wineskins, lest they burst, nor is old wine put into a new wineskin. You don't put new wine in an old wineskin, you don't put old wine in a new wineskin, lest it spoil it. An old patch is not sewn onto a new garment because a tear would result. You don't put an old patch on a new garment. You put a new patch on an old garment to repair the wear spot, right? Jesus said, if two make peace with each other in this one house, they will say to the mountains, move away, and it will move away. You hear that? Jesus said, if two make peace with each other in this one house, they will say to the mountain, move away, and the mountain will move away. Agreement moves mountains. Jesus said, blessed are the solitary and elect, for you will find the kingdom, for you are from it, and to it you will return. Blessed are the solitary and elect, for you will find the kingdom, for you are from it, and to it you will return. That's all I need to know. Jesus said to them, if they say to you, where did you come from? Say to them, we came from the light, the place where the light came into being on its own. We came from the light, the place where the light came into being on its own accord and established itself and became manifest through their image. If they say to you, is it you? Say, we are its children, and we are the elect of the living Father. If they ask you, what is the sign of your Father in you? Say to them, it is movement and repose. Let's see something. I want to know movement, repose. I just we are its children, and we the elect of the living Father. This movement and repose. A state of rest, sleep, or tranquility. You're lying, situated, or kept in a particular place. Composure. Harmonious arrangement of colors, forms, providing a restful visual effect. Repose, being lying, situated, or kept in a particular place. Lie down and rest. Lay something to rest in or on something. I'll go to him and repose our distresses on this friendly person. I see. Give rest to something. So it's a late Middle English from Old French repos, R-E-P-O-S, noun. Reposer, the verb. From late Latin repossio, from existing intense force, and to pause, intense pause. Middle English, the sense to put back in the same position. From again, and the verb pose, suggested by the Latin reponere, replace, from expressing such force, and ponere, to place. So expressing force to place something forcefully. So it's a lying down, resting, stopping, being still, or being locked. Repose, the natural periodic loss of consciousness during which the body restores itself. Typically, the wealthy socialite spends most of the morning in repose, is served lunch, and then embarks on an exhaustive afternoon shopping. All right, then. Interesting. There we go. So, movement and repose. What is the sign of your Father in you? Say to them, it is movement and repose. His disciples said to him, when will the repose of the dead come about, and when will the new world come? When will the repose of the dead come about, and when will the new world come? So when will the laying down of the dead come? The dead, those dead in spirit. When are they going to go away, and the new world come? He said to them, what you look forward to has already come, but you do not recognize it. I'll have to contemplate that a little more. His disciples said to them, when will the repose of the dead come about? And when will the new world come? He said to them, what you look forward to has already come, but you do not recognize it. That makes me feel like he's speaking to the fact that time is of the physical universe and not of the spirit realm, and so there's really no time. It's already happened. It's the beginning and the end. It's all one. We are all one. It's already here. Spirit's everything. It's already happened, but you just don't see it. So you're in a different consciousness of the moment. Time is, or is it the moment? I like that. Blessed are the solitary and elect, for you will find the kingdom, for you are from it, and to it you will return. This is a corpse, y'all. This. I'm just using it. I'm animating it. It will be a corpse. It is a corpse, right? Keep that in mind. I say that all the time. I don't want to shock people. It's easier to say around Halloween because it's okay to sound a little morbid around Halloween. I'm not suicidal. I'm having a blast. It's a great game control. I kind of dig the shape. Everybody loves boobs. I mean, my dogs are running around. It made me nervous. I'm like, what? Anyway, it says, blessed are the solitary and elect, for you will find the kingdom, for you are from it, and to it you will return. Jesus said, if they say to you, where do you come from? Say to them, we came from the light. The place where the light came into being on its own accord and established itself and became manifest through their image. If they say to you, is it you? Say, we are its children, and we are the elect of the living Father. And they ask you, what is the sign of your Father in you? Say to them, it is movement and repose. It is movement and rest. His disciples said to him, when will the repose of the dead come about, and when will the new world come? He said to them, what you look for has already come, though you do not recognize it. His disciples said to him, 24 prophets spoke in Israel, and all of them spoke in you. He said to them, you have omitted the one living in your presence, and have spoken only of the dead. So his disciples said to him, 24 prophets spoke in Israel, and all of them spoke in you. He said to them, you have omitted the one living in your presence, and have spoken only of the dead. It's like, why are y'all looking? I'm like, right? The power and glory of Creator is what would send the prophets, and the prophets, yeah, in Israel. The prophets in Israel. The prophet is lowercase. It's not anything they held sacred or like necessarily. And also, prophet means one who speaks truth. Like, technically, I don't lie. I don't, like, it's hard for me to lie because I'm too lazy to keep up with all the details. And I learned that early on. And it's just like, I'd rather suffer the consequences of knowing the truth. And if everybody in the whole world hates me, oh well, I'm cool with myself, and my dogs like me, so I don't know. Anyway, it says, his disciples said to him, is circumcision beneficial or not? He said to them, if it were beneficial, their father would beget them already circumcised from their mother. Rather, the true circumcision in spirit has become completely profitable. Let that sink in. Let me read that again. If it were beneficial, their father would beget them already circumcised from their mother. Rather, the true circumcision in spirit has become completely profitable. The circumcision in spirit has become completely profitable. Jesus is foretelling it's the circumcision of spirit, right? I'm not even going to put any words into it. Jesus said, blessed are the poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the poor, yours is the kingdom of heaven. Thank God, because I'm poor. Actually, I'm pretty blessed too, though. So, I'm not wealthy, though, if that's what that means. Jesus said, whoever does not hate his father and his mother cannot become a disciple to me. And whoever does not hate his brothers and sisters and take up his cross in my way will not be worthy of me. This is why they left it out, because there's a lot of stuff that is like, how do you figure that out? So it's another reference to letting go of the physical world, not being so caught up in the physicality of the human body, physical parents, right? I think it's all metaphorical, all of this stuff. If you think about what he actually means, right? Well, what did he mean? And let me speak something different to you. This is Thomas's version of the good news that Jesus was spreading. Number 56, Jesus said, whoever has come to understand the world has found only a corpse, right? Whoever's come to understand the world has found only a corpse. And whoever has found a corpse is superior to the world. I get it. Like, why do I get it? I get it. I feel like I get what Jesus said. Whoever has come to understand the world has found only a corpse. Whoever has come to understand the world, right? I've come to understand the world. I've only found a dead body. I've only found a corpse, right? And whoever has found a corpse, think about it, whoever's found a corpse in a spiritual sense, if you realize your body is a corpse, you found that corpse, right? I found the corpse. It's right here. I'm still using it. It's not dead yet. It's alive. It's alive. It's my fault, you know? It says, whoever has come to understand the world has found only a corpse, and whoever has found a corpse is superior to the world. Jesus said, the kingdom of the Father is like a man who had good seed. His enemy came by night and sowed weeds among the good seed. The man did not allow them to pull up the weeds. He said to them, I'm afraid that you will go intending to pull up the weeds and pull up the wheat along with them. For on the day of the harvest, the weeds will be plainly visible and they will be pulled up and burned. So in other words, that's really a cool analogy. And when they go out and scatter the seeds for the wheat fields, enemies would come along scattering weed seeds in their wheat fields, right? Instead of the farmers sending out their workers or slaves to biblical slaves to harvest and weed, pull the weeds. He said, you go out intending to pull the weeds, but you're going to pull the wheat. And so when they're big, when they're grown, when it's time to harvest, it'll be easy to pull the weeds out and we'll burn them, which burns the seeds, destroys the seeds. It made perfect sense. But, in other words, there's going to be weeds. There's going to be people around who are weeds. They're really not beneficial. They're not producing anything. They're not helping or providing. And they're not going to be plucked. They're going to be there, taking nutrients and taking up sunlight and water and air. But when the fields are tall, the wheat will be noticeable and the weeds will be noticeable, right? It's easier to see once they're grown. Little tiny baby sprout, you really can't tell much of a difference. You'll see in the end. It all comes out in the end. You can't hide. You might as well just be real with yourself, Be honest with your demons, your weaknesses. It's okay. Anyway, it says, blessed is the man who has suffered and found life. Blessed is the man who has suffered and found life. Jesus said, take heed of the living one while you are alive, lest you die and seek him and be unable to do so. Don't wait until it's too late. Number 60, they saw a Samaritan carrying a lamb on his way to Judea. He said to his disciples, that man is round about the lamb. They said to him, so that he may kill it and eat it. He said to them, while it is alive, he will not eat it, but only when he has killed it and it has become a corpse. They said to him, he cannot do so otherwise. He said to them, you too, look for a place for yourselves within repose, lest you become a corpse and be eaten. So they saw a Samaritan carrying a lamb on his way to Judea. He said to his disciples, the man is round about the lamb. That man is round about the lamb. I'm not sure what that means. That man is round about the lamb. Round, R-U-N-D, about the lamb. That man is round about the lamb. He said to his disciples, that man is round about the lamb. They said to him, so that he may kill it and eat it. Oh, roundabout. That man is roundabout a lamb. He's got him wrapped up, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. So that he may kill it and eat it, right? So he's holding it tight so he can go take it and kill and eat it. While it is alive, he will not eat it, but only when he has killed it and has become a corpse. And they said to him, he cannot do so otherwise. He said to them, you, too, look for a place for yourselves within repose, lest you become a corpse and be eaten. To find a restful place in yourself, of knowingness, of rest, of peace, of stillness. Right? Jesus said, two will rest on a bed, and one will die, and the other will live. Someone said, who are you, man, that you have come up on my couch and eaten from my table? Jesus said to her, I am he who exists from the undivided. I was given some of the things of my Father. And something she said, I am your disciple. And he said something. Therefore I say, if he is destroyed, he will be filled with light. But if he is divided, he will be filled with darkness. If he is destroyed, he will be filled with light. But if he is divided, he will be filled with darkness. So stay strong, stay true. I'm going to get out of here because the dogs keep yelling and hollering. And it's 8:08. I'm 8 minutes late. Had fun tonight. Everybody have a great night. Come see me on twitch.tv/MasterMichelleFL. Hey, Jammer Jenna on YouTube. Master Michelle FL on Instagram. Stereo.com/Master Michelle on your phone browser. Stereo.com/Master Michelle. Really easy. You can find me on FetLife, Master Michelle. You can message me, join me live, or message me Instagram at Master Michelle FL. Anyway, I'm out of here. Everybody's going crazy. Y'all have a blessed evening. Peace, love, and light.